हाय फ्रेंड्स, हेलो एंड वेलकम टू कॉम्पिटिटिव कीड़ा में आपका स्वागत है। सो फ्रेंड्स, टुडे वी आर हियर विथ अ न्यू वीडियो of banking and financial awareness question of October, the most expected question and important questions. So before that, I would like to say some days ago, 2 days ago, we have uploaded a video, most expected current affairs part 1. If you have not watched it, in the description we have given the link. Please watch it, it will be useful. And friends, if you're watching our channel for the first time, please do subscribe us. If you subscribe us, you will get regular notification of all the video we upload. We will be uploading video related to every aspect covering banking and SSC exams. And friends, if you have any query, anything you want from us, or any doubt, please mail us at competitivekida@gmail.com. We will reply you as soon as possible. So friends, let's start. So here is the first question. Which bank launched loans at reduced interest rate known as hope loans? So here the answer is SBI, State Bank of India. Arundhati Bhattacharya, the chairman, and headquarter is at Mumbai. And why did SBI reduce the uh, interest rate? Because of the reduction in repo rate. Due to the new mechanism MCLR, marginal cost of lending rate, the reduction in repo rate is to be transferred to the normal public. So therefore, to transfer it, to bring in effect that they have reduced the interest rate in loans, and it is termed at hope loans. Moving to the next question. What is the approximate amount of money disclosed under the Income Declaration Scheme 2016? So friends, here the answer is option B, 65,250 crore. This amount has been disclosed by CBDT. What is CBDT? Central Board for Direct Tax. So CBDT has disclosed this amount, that this much we have collected under the income declaration scheme, which was till September 30th, 2016. And friends, who is the chairman of CBDT? It is Sushil Chandra. Sushil Chandra is the chairman of CBDT. And friends, sometime we have seen in the exam a question come, which of the following are direct tax? As CBDT is the central board for direct tax in India, so we must also know what are direct tax. Taxes like property tax, income tax, which you pay directly, mean there is no indirect way. Like service tax and all are indirect. So direct tax are property tax, income tax, and all this. So CBDT is the board for that, and Sushil Chandra is chairman of CBDT. So moving to the next question. Which bank has recently acquired BSS Microfinance? BSS Microfinance is a mutual fund NBFC, NBFC MFI, if you want me to be specific, and it has been acquired by Kotak Mahindra Bank. So let's move to the next question. Reserve Bank of India recently announced a cut of 25 basis point. Here, this is important, 25 basis point in the repo rate. The present repo rate is, this is pretty direct, the present repo rate is 6.25. It was 6.5, and Mr. Arijit Patel, the 24th governor of RBI, reduced it by 25 basis point in his first monetary policy. And sometimes we see the questions come, what is basis point? Means 1 basis point equals to how much? And in the option it will be given 1 by 100 of a percent, 1 by 10 of a percent. Actually it is 1 by 100 of a percent, 1 basis point. So if you see 25 basis point means 0.25%. It was 6.5, now it is 6.25. What is IMF's projection for economic growth in India for the year 2016-17 and 17-18? So IMF projects the economic growth of every country. Previously it has projected 7.4, but it increased the economic growth of India. So now it is 7.6. And if IMF, we talk about IMF, the headquarter is in Washington DC, and its chairman is Christine Lagarde. which has become the first Indian bank to open a branch in Myanmar. So the first Indian bank to open a branch in Myanmar, and where in Myanmar? It is Yangon in Myanmar, and it is SBI. And actually, five banks from different country got licensed to open bank in Myanmar, and from India it was SBI. So the next question now, what are the global economic growth projection for 2016 and 17 as projected by IMF? So the global growth projection for 2016 is 3.1 and 3.4 for 2017. We have also discussed the headquarter and the chairman for IMF. Who was the head of the panel set up by RBI for rationalization of branch authorization policy? So here this term is important because in interview also they may ask what is branch authorization policy and all. The answer here is Lily Vadera. This was also asked in IBPS PO mains. So the answer here is Lily Vadera, and it was a internal working group committee set up by RBI to ease the branch setup policy, because previously to set up a branch you have to go through many process and all. To ease that, RBI has set up a committee and it was headed by Lily Badera. Finance Ministry has set up which cell to streamline government borrowings under better cash management, government borrowing under better cash management with overall objective to deepening the bond market. So the cell setup was option A, public debt management cell, because it is the government fund is taken from the public fund. So it is set up in, it is called public debt management cell. It's come under finance ministry, it's already mentioned here. So next question now, which card issuing company has recently launched selfie pay biometric authentication application in Europe? So here the answer is MasterCard. This is from US. This is also from US. Rupee here is important. Sometimes they ask question that who controls Rupee or who is the authority of Rupee. It is NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. And here the answer is selfie payments. It is MasterCard. This is also asked in IBPS PO means. So the next question now. SEBI proposed, actually what happened, SEBI has proposed a ban on trading tips to social media and SMS. So previously due to this many fraudulent activities has occurred, so SEBI has proposed a ban on it. So the question here is, who is the chairman of SEBI? Mr. UK Sinha, Upendra Kumar Sinha is the chairman of SEBI. Which became India's first bank to carry out transaction using blockchain technology? Here the answer is ICICI Bank. Chanda Kochar is the CEO and its headquarters is in Mumbai. So ICICI Bank became the first bank to undertake transaction using blockchain technology. It is a kind of technology which use Bitcoin and all. We'll make a video on this before the IBPS PO interview because this is important. So let's move to the next question. Bank of Maharashtra recently tied up with which state-owned insurance company? This is a direct question, and here the answer is UIIC, United India Insurance Corporation. According to the recent data released by RBI, Indian bank deposit have crossed which amount? So Indian bank deposit have crossed 100 crore, and among this 100 crore, it is 10 lakh crore is for demand deposit and time deposit is 90 lakh crore. So demand deposit means saving account, current account, and time deposit means fixed deposit and recurring deposit. Because demand deposit means anytime you want money you can demand your money, you can withdraw your money from the bank. But time deposit means you keep your money for a fixed time period to get a certain amount of interest, and interest rate in time deposit is always greater than demand deposit, like saving account and current account. USAID has launched a scheme to drive cashless payment in India. What is the full form of USAID? The full form of USAID is option B, US Agency for International Development. Actually, their main aim was to initiate the smartphone penetration, because more is the smartphone penetration, more cashless will be the economy. So to drive cashless economy, their main aim was to initiate the smartphone penetration. IRDA, IR now it is IRDI, DAI. Previously it was IRDA. Has recently launched a penalty on which insurance company. Actually, they launched a penalty on Sriram Finance for violating certain insurance norms. So IRDA is a insurance regulator body in India. There, RBI is the money market regulator, SEBI is the capital market regulator. So like that, insurance market regulator is IRDA. If you have to start a business in India, you have to obey all the rules formulated by IRDA. So here the chairman of IRDA is T.S. Vijayan and its headquarter is in Hyderabad. SBI has recently launched which Northeast city as its fifth zone in Northeast. Actually, every the 2, 3, 5 states are divided into zones. Every state is divided into zones. In you will know that when you will be posted somewhere after you get selected. And recently, as its fifth zone, SBI has declared Silchar as its fifth zone in Northeast. Guwahati is a zone, Jorhat is a zone, Dibrugarh is a zone, Shillong, the capital of Meghalaya, it is also a zone. These four, and now Silchar is the fifth zone for SBI in Northeast. World Bank has sanctioned a loan of 2 billion to which Asian country? It has been sanctioned to Bangladesh to fight climate control. It has sanctioned $2 billion. This is an important question because every time the FDI limit goes up and down, there is a high probability that we get a question in the exam. So RBI and DIPP has recently increased FDI limit in other financial services sector to 100%. Yes, friends, 200%. So moving to the next question. Which Indian state has recently signed a pact with Monetary Authority of Singapore? Monetary Authority of Singapore is their central bank, like RBI is our central bank. For Singapore, Monetary Authority is their central bank, and recently Andhra Pradesh has signed a pact to enhance digital payment. Monetary Authority of Singapore will means be studying the state of Andhra Pradesh and giving ways or suggesting ways to enhance the digital payment there to make it a cashless economy. World Bank recently sanctioned what as the loan amount for Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor. This is a direct question. You remember this, and the answer is option B, $650 million. What is the minimum and maximum limit of gold sovereign bond as announced by Finance Ministry? Here, this is an important question because gold bond we get a question regularly. So here it is very bit confusing because previously, as we know, when gold bond was introduced, the minimum was 2 gram, but now it has been changed to 1 gram. Here the answer is option A. The minimum is 1 gram and the maximum is 500 gram per year per person. So moving to the next question. Which stock exchange of India has recently introduced paperless SIP for mutual fund investor? Paperless SIP means systematic investment plan, and it has been introduced by BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. It has been introduced to reduce the time required for registration and all for the mutual fund investors. So it will reduce the registration time actually. Yes, it will reduce the registration time. So the answer here is paperless SIP, BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. Yes Bank recently tied up with a startup for sound-based payment. Uh, it is answer is Tone Tag. It is a startup, US-based startup for cardless payment using voice technology, sound wave technology. It is tied up with Tone Tag. Which Indian bank launches money to Indian Europe an online transfer service from any bank account in Sweden, Norway, Denmark to India? ICICI Bank has launched it, money to India, Europe from any of these three countries, hassle-free way of transfer. RBI has recently announced rules permitting startup to raise funds through ECB. What is the limit? The limit, friends, here is $3 million, and ECB means external commercial borrowing. Startups now they can borrow, but the limit is $3 million. So this is important, and sometimes they ask also the full form of ECB. So remember it. It is external commercial borrowing. Which bank got special award for excellence in MSME lending? Yeah, the answer is State Bank of Patiala, and it got award for MSME lending. And MSME it's they also sometimes ask who is the MSME minister. So remember, it is Kalaraj Misra. Kalaraj Misra is the MSME minister. Who has been selected as the chairman of IBA for the year 2016-17? Here the answer is Rajiv Rishi. This is an appointment, so nothing to explain about it. Rajiv Rishi has been appointed. Who has recently been appointed as a whole-time member of SEBI? G. Mahalingam, who was the executive director of RBI, has been appointed as the whole-time member of SEBI. Who is UK Sinha? We discussed UK Sinha is the chairman of SEBI. What is SEBI? SEBI is the capital market regulator of India. Which two players has been roped as the brand ambassador of Bank of Baroda? So here the answer is PV Sindhu and K. Srikanth. Previously it was Rahul Dravid. Now these two are the brand ambassador of Bank of Baroda. Who has been appointed as the CEO of World Bank? So CEO, this is an important appointment. So remember this option B. Kristalina Georgieva has been appointed the CEO of World Bank. And who is Kim Jim Yong? Jim Yong Kim is the president of World Bank. And where is the headquarters of World Bank? It is Washington DC. IMF's headquarters is also Washington DC. World Bank headquarters is also Washington DC. Who has been appointed as the chairman of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India? Yeah, the answer is Dr. M.S. Sahu. And remember, friends, this question is very important. There is a high probability that this question might come because Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board, this was in news for a long time, and the government has appointed Dr. M.S. Sahu as the chairperson of it. So that's all, friend. So if you have any queries, any doubt, or anything new you want, any suggestion, any feedback, anything help you want from us, you can mail us here competitivekid@gmail.com. You can also comment below this video. If you like it, share it with your friends in your WhatsApp group, Facebook and all. So that's all, friends. Thank you.